Hello, lovelies. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance, as always, my sweets. Okay, so I was getting a message today, okay, that there's a person from your past, okay. I was getting pretty strong ex energy, but it could be like an ex lover, but I was getting, it could possibly be an ex friend as well. This person could be a feminine energy. They could be an earth sign, specifically a Virgo for some of you. But for most of you, a large part of you, I'm getting that it's actually could be multiple people from your past. Okay, I really feel like the Justice card is going to come out, the Tower card is going to come out, the Star card is going to come out. I feel like the Hermit card will come out again. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and, the Hermit's on the back, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. And I feel like there are some people from your past that are angry with you, specifically an ex, okay? For some of you, specifically an ex that's really angry with you. They could even feel like that you possibly could be doing some kind of spell work or like trying to curse them. They could think, for some of them, they think you have like you've made like a voodoo doll of them or something like that. And because they feel like ever since they did you dirty and then they're out of your life now and you're moving on, they've just had like a string of really bad luck. Specifically, there is an ex here or somebody that has lost a car or they've been in a car accident. I don't think they got hurt or injured, but I feel like their car got totaled. And for some reason, this person is like, it's that person's fault. Like, I know it. I know it's their fault. I know it. But really, what's happening is that karma is just catching up with these people. Karma is catching up with these people, and karma is asking these people to see that, yeah, excuse me, to see that what's happening is because of their own actions, not because you're casting some kind of spell work or doing black magic on them or sending them the evil eye or anything like that. Spirit's asking these people to go inside and understand that things like that happen as kind of like clues. Their spirit guides could even be like coming inside of their dreams, giving them a lot of dreams about you. Some of these people could be misinterpreting these dreams because these dreams could come off very kind of like scary or like they could be kind of like nightmares. Like a person could feel like they're constantly having to like I feel like they could be giving them dreams that's representing them like running away. So they could literally be running away from you or running away from things that are really like horrifying them, because spirit is like, you need to look into the mirror. You need to look at yourself. You need to look at your own actions. You need to look at how you've been behaving and how, your negative actions or how your toxic choices or your selfishness or whatever it is that people have been doing, your lies or whatever it is. I'm hearing cheating for some of you. Lying, cheating, manipulating, just being overall kind of, just low vibrational to people, is really coming back on this person, and it's showing up in like ways where, yeah, I'm sure. I also saw somebody's like key breaking, so it's like, yeah, I'm seeing like people having like a string of bad luck. So what is it like? What is that book series? Uh, that no good. Well, I'm also hearing that a string of unfortunate events, that book series, but I'm also hearing, what is it? It's like somebody in the no good, very bad, horrible day or something like that. Not like a kid's book. Sorry, I don't. Comment it down below if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a kid's book. Confirmed. Like Spirit's like, yeah, with that Six of Cups. But definitely, there's people in the past that feel very regretful because it's very synchronistic, or it's very obvious to them in the ways that they're being like hurt. Like say that this person, like you guys had an argument or something like that, this person always wanted to like jump in their car and drive away, or they would jump in their car and drive away and go like cheat or go be with their second person, or something about their car being taken away from them is very symbolic. Is spirit trying to be very symbolic to this person being like, you know how you used to use your car to cheat on this person every day? Yeah, I'm gonna take your car away. Because where are you going? You ain't going nowhere. That kind of energy where it's just kind of like, yeah. So now this person, I'm hearing somebody like sitting, I don't know why, but for something that Three of Wands made me think of somebody like sitting and waiting on like public transit or waiting on the bus. And I'm not saying that anybody that's waiting on the bus is being punished, or somebody that doesn't have a car, is being punished or anything like that. And none of this is punishment. It's just symbolic to this person. It's like you've ran away from taking responsibility for your own actions for long enough. But this person is very angry. Yeah. There's somebody here specifically about a car. Somebody is specifically blaming you um for like getting their car taken away or getting their car towed or something like that. It's weird. Or like getting their license revoked or something like that. Oh, it's fucking weird. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you did play a stronger hand in it that I'm seeing at the moment. I don't know. But I don't feel like it's because you were like casting spells on this person or anything like that. Yeah, but this person is definitely holding a grudge. This person is holding a grudge, okay? Also, I feel like spirit is revealing the truth of themselves to this person. I feel like you, in a way, were a blessing in this person's life where you held up like a mirror to them, or you held up this kind of, some of them are seeing you as like the one that got away or an opportunity that got away from them, and they're like really kicking themselves, and instead of taking responsibility for themselves, they're getting really angry at you, like, well, if you had just been more understanding, or if you just would have let me basically like get away with the BS I was trying to get away with, everything would be fine and we'd still be together. If you just would stop arguing with me, or you just didn't have to be right. Some kind of energy like that as well. Um, yeah. I feel like this is really frustrating somebody that's watching. If it's really frustrating you and throwing off your energy, like you don't have to watch. You don't have to give this your energy at all. So be aware of that. I really feel like you and this person had a soul contract together with this Three of Pentacles here. You and this person had a really like deep, like destined soul. Like it was very destined for the two of you to meet each other, and it was very, excuse me, it's very purposeful, the exact timing of when you met and what was going on in this person's life when you met them. Yeah, and I definitely feel like this person could be going through karma, could be going through some kind of really deep betrayal. And it could be very similar to a way they betrayed you. And so, the way they did you, somebody has done to them, and they're like, oh, that feels like shit, yada, yada, yada. But whoever this person is not quite putting it together. Like, they're still very like me, like, I can't believe, like, say they've cheated on like all of their exes, and they finally found somebody. 757 was on the clock when I said that. It seems significant, so I'm going to mention it. And say that they finally like really they're like, okay, I'm really in this relationship, I'm really gonna try to be faithful, and that person like cheats on them constantly or something like that. And instead of being like, wow, like this is what it feels like to be the other person or to be in that other person's position, they're just like, oh, I can't believe this person's cheating on me, that's hurting me so bad, like it's just about me, like why. Yeah, four of Wands. This person could even be married. This person could be in a very like serious commitment, and yeah, and their spouse or something like that is cheating on them. Yeah, I really feel like you were put in this person's path. The soul contract the two of you had together was to really um let this person know that there is other paths. They can choose their future. They can choose the person they want to be. They can go inside. They can stop. They can slow down. They can take the time to heal and choose a different path. They can choose to be different. And I definitely feel like this person in some ways is like, oh, I see, I should be different, I should be better. But in other ways, they're kind of still missing the point a little bit. Like I said, like they're a little still like a little mad at you. They're still in the healing process, so they're still a little bit mad at you. They're still projecting onto you. They're still projecting some of their issues onto their karmic, or onto people who are coming in their life as like this karmic, you know, uh, what you put out is what you get back kind of energy. Yeah, and I definitely see that a big truth that spirit revealed to this person is that you actually were their 10 of cups, or you actually were an opportunity. If they had made the choices to really grow up, or if they had made the choices to really heal a lot of their wounds, that the two of you actually could have had a really nice relationship together. I don't know if that was ever what was actually destined to happen, but I definitely feel like this person has this sense that, it's like, wow, I really should have treated this person a lot better because they actually make me really happy, or they're actually a really good person, or they're actually really nice. I feel like this person makes excuses, like they make excuses to make you a bad person, so that justifies the way that they treated you in the past. I don't know if this person is still doing that, but they're being taught lessons now to grow out of that. Yeah. What else about the truth have they been revealing? Has Yeah, there's the star card. Okay. Eight of wands. What you send out is what you get back. And they're getting it back like times 8, times 10. They're getting it like way, like handed way back to them. Say they stole $5 from you, somebody is stealing like $1,000 from them if they have it for them to take. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of energy where it's like, oh my gosh. Um, and I feel like this person is slowly starting to put the pieces together, but for some reason, there's somebody specifically out there who is like, this can't, they don't really believe, person might be an atheist, they might not really believe in karma, they might not really believe in the law of three, or what you give out is what you get back. They don't really believe in that sort of type stuff. So they're missing the points because they don't believe, oh, well, what I do to people will come back onto me. They're kind of missing the point that, like, you see, like, do you see, like, this is exactly what you did to that person and it's being done to you, so that you can see that it doesn't feel good to be on the other side. This person's kind of missing that. They're still kind of missing it. And for some of them, they think that it's too big of a coincidence. It's too big of a coincidence that exactly what they did to you is happening to them. So that's why they're thinking that, for some of you, they're thinking that you have, because they know that you're spiritual, or you might be into the occult, or you might do tarot, or you might be kind of witchy. They might be assuming it's too big of a coincidence. So you must be doing this on purpose, right? You must be doing this on purpose. But it's really not you. It's really just the universe trying to teach this person a lesson, but they don't want to listen. Exactly. They don't want to listen. They do not want to listen. They want to hold a grudge instead. Um, and also for some of them, this is so weird. For some of them too, even though they know that you don't want to be with them, or even though they know they mess things up, they're still holding on to you. Like I said, for some of them, they know deep down inside, no matter what they're playing out on the surface, deep down they know that you really meant well by them, or you really wanted to do well by them, and it kind of really hurts them on a really deep level inside, because they're getting all these downloads, they're getting all these, these dreams, they're getting all of these symbols and signs, and the universe is like beating them over the head with the, you messed up, this could have been, something, don't mess up a blessing when it's given to you. And so now this person could be feeling kind of I'm hearing revenge. Okay, this person could think you're getting revenge on them, or this person could be searching for some kind of game of get back, especially the person that maybe thinks you're doing this on purpose, or that you're casting spells on them, or that, like I said, like you have that voodoo doll of them or something like that. No, exactly. Thank you, Spirit. No. Six of Pentacles. What you give out is what you get back. So what this person gave out is what they're getting back. And I really feel like they're also dealing with a very selfish person in their life. Somebody who's taking a lot from them, taking advantage of them. It feels like there is a kind of sense here where this person is like, damn, like maybe I am kind of trying to change. Maybe I am trying to do better. But every single time this person tries to do better, or this person tries to do right by somebody, that person ends up like stabbing them in the back. Ever since they did whatever they did to you, like every single time they're like, well, no, let me do the right thing. It's like that person doesn't appreciate it, or, they're showing me like an example of like, maybe they see somebody like drop money, or drop like their keys, or drop something, and they pick it up and they go out of their way to be like, hey, you dropped this. The person might just, instead of being like, oh, thank you, the person might just be like, were you trying to steal it? Were you trying to steal it from me? And you're like, what? And they're like, what sense does that make? Like, what? You know, or if the person's just not grateful, you know, so they're doing little small things like holding doors open for people, trying to maybe kind of like, well, you know what, let me kind of be nice to people to kind of build up some good mojo or some good karma or something like that. They're not quite, they don't want to quite call it karma, but you know, they're like, well, you know, let me try to be nice to some people or something like that. Maybe I should be nicer to people. And they're kind of like having the door slammed in their face and things like that. So, and they're kind of like, well, damn, I'm trying to be nice, but then it seems like the universe is just, or like every people are just shitting on me right back. And it's kind of this energy of like, well, it's like, well, that's what you used to give. You know, this person used to be the type of person that would walk through a door and not say thank you or not be appreciative or be rude to like service people when they went out places. And so now when they go out places, even though they're being nice to people or being nice to their servers for a chance, their servers are still messing up their food or, you know, giving them cold food or, you know, forgetting to put in their order and stuff like that. And they're just like, and it's not like big, I mean, having your car taken away or being in an accident, that's kind of big, you know, but it's mostly small things like that where it's just like small conveniences where it's like, you know how you were always rude to people when you went out to restaurants? Yeah, well, now you're gonna get shitty service everywhere you go. That kind of energy where it's just kind of where it does weigh on you after a while, you know, after a while of like everybody in your life being rude to you, to the point where it's like spirit's like, you are not gonna ignore this. You are not gonna ignore the fact that you were selfish and that you were rude to this person. And everybody in your life is gonna remind you how selfish and how rude you were being, you know. Yeah. Yeah. And in a way, it is a blessing for this person. Exactly. In a way, it is a message. It is a blessing for this person because it's going to teach them to, you know, to change their behavior in the end. In the end, it's going to teach them to change their behavior. In the end, it's going to make them go inside, you know, and really start really asking themselves, like, damn, I did used to always be rude to servers. I did used to always be rude to this person, or I did used to just walk through doors and not even say thank you to people who did that for me. But this person is kind of Seven of Cups. They're kind of confused though. I feel like this person has not spent a lot of time in their life reflecting on their own actions, and so they're kind of like, how do I do that? Like, how do I go inside? How do I heal? How do I reflect? How do I go inside and reflect on my past actions? What does that mean? Yeah. And I really feel like it's this huge betrayal that this person is going through or is going to go through. Because I feel like it's gonna lead up. There's gonna be like a lead up to something that's gonna be like boom, and it's gonna be very in their face, and it's gonna be very like, you did this to this person. That's why it's happening to you, right? Justice is trying to come out in this particular situation. Oh, it might even be so bad that this person even tries to start like going to church or starts believing in the universe or starts like, I don't know, um starts see like really like praying and seeking forgiveness with the Hierophant card. Eventually this person could even come back towards you with the Chariot card here, especially around that car, the car accident or the car situation here. Like I said, I'm not trying to wish that on anybody or anything like that, because it seems like an event that's actually possibly already happened. Um, yeah, there it is. Cause it's the soul contract. Three of Pentacles. It's that soul contract, right? See that person there working on carving the sign of Saturn, and Saturn is about your past, and Saturn's about your restrictions, and Saturn's about your past karma as well. Okay, yes, thank you. Because I did, the Empress did stand out to me, but I put it back up, and then the Spirit said, "Excuse me, no." Empress, okay. Yeah, this person could be seeing you as an empress, or they could just be seeing you as a very kind and loving and nurturing person, and they're kind of like, I really took advantage of this person, and I shouldn't have done that. And I feel like this person is slowly working it out, but this is a very self-centered and egotistical person in the sense of they're very like, it takes them a long time to get over the this is just happening to me, this is just happening to me, this is just happening to me, it's poor pitiful me kind of energy. And then it finally is dawning on this person like, okay, maybe I'm kind of getting it. Because spirit had to literally, it's like, I'm gonna have to do like one to one. Like I'm not gonna be able to be mysterious about it. Like this person could even have, okay, sorry, my nose ring is like itching. Like communication is coming from this person or coming to this person. Well, I was just gonna talk about an argument. This person could be having an argument, and they could even have somebody say the exact same thing to them in an argument that they said to you, something hurtful. Okay, before, and I'm just gonna give this personal example for me, but um, before me and my last ex, before we broke up, we had fights all the time, but we had an argument about me. I felt guided to that I needed to quit my job, that I needed to leave my job. He had been telling me, if you're unhappy, you need to leave this job. And I was like, okay. And I came to him like, okay, I'm actually going to leave. I'm actually going to leave my job. I think I'm just going to quit. And for some reason, he just like freaked out. And that's what I asked him. I was like, why are you freaking out so much? Like, you've been asking me to leave this job. If I was unhappy at it, you've been telling me to leave the job, that I should leave it, that I should move on and go somewhere else. And now that I'm actually making the decision, you seem like you're freaking out about it. And it evolved into a conversation where I was like, I know that I can do what I'm trying to do. The job that I'm trying to transition into, which was actually like doing tarot and starting my own business and doing. I was like, I know that I can do this. I know that I'm meant to do this. And I was like, and I just, and I asked him, don't you? I was like, you believe in me, right? Like you believe that I can do this? And he just straight up looked at me and said, no, I don't. He was like, I think that you'll get a job, but I don't think that you're gonna get this job that you want so bad. I don't think that you're gonna get your dream job. I don't think that you can accomplish your goals and your dreams. Oh man, that was so heavy. That was just, it was a big crack in our relationship. And I felt in that moment, reflecting back, I felt in that moment, um, a lot of love that I had for him just kind of like drained away. Cause I was like, what kind of future can you really have with a person that doesn't believe in you? You don't trust him and he doesn't believe in you. So like, this is clearly going, circling the drain. Right. And so, yeah, so it might be a situation like that where, they specifically in that example, they could be in a relationship with somebody else, or they could just really want somebody to trust or believe in them. It's like, you believe me, right? And the other person's just like, no, I don't. I don't have faith in you. I don't trust you. And this person is like, wow, that really fucking hurts when somebody says that to you. Like, oh, snap. And they might not think about it in that moment, but later on, they could be reflecting on it or thinking about it. And then they're like, shit, I said that to them. I said that to them, or I did that, or, it doesn't have to be that specific example. Like I said, that's just my personal example. But a situation, something like that, where it's like, it got said right back to them. It got thrown right back in their face. And they're like, that really hurt. Like, holy crap, that really hurt. I really needed some loving and support in this moment. And instead, I got told about myself kind of energy, where it's like, instead, uh, Queen of Pentacles again. I don't know who this Queen of Pentacles is to this person, but she keeps coming up, so. I'm also getting that this person could have stood by and watched somebody be really rude to you, and then they didn't say anything, they didn't stand up for you, they didn't say anything, and then that same person that was rude to you, so say it's like a friend group or something, and somebody stood back and watched one friend get like ganged up on, or they stood back and they really didn't come, even though they could tell that one friend was kind of being a little rude or saying a little something a little too much on the line, or it's like you're pushing it a little too much. They really didn't deserve for you to say that to them. They didn't stand up and they didn't say that. They didn't even say that in private to the person. They just kept it to themselves, and because they didn't want to be attacked or they didn't want to be a part. He was like, oh, I don't know, they're just going off on that person, I'm just going to let them go off. And now that same person might have turned around and started saying the same things, or might be another opportunity where, where maybe if they had checked that person, that person wouldn't be continuing to be rude to them now. Does that make sense? I feel like I said that in a really complicated way, but you know what I mean. Um, they're really seeing, it's like, wow, I really should have stood up and said the right thing, or defended that person, or said what I was, what I knew that I should have said in that moment, but I didn't. And now here I am being put in that same situation where that person is going off on me or being rude to me, and it's like, well, that's not fair. You're not being fair. Like, you're doing the same thing to me that you did to that person. And you know what? They were right when they said that to you. Because you're actually being selfish, or you're actually doing this. And it's like, well, why are you surprised? Why are you surprised that if this person was selfish or rude or mean to somebody else, why wouldn't they also do it to you? You know? Yeah. All right. Is there anything else about this you want to talk about, Spirit? Yeah. So these people are having a lot of anxiety. Like I said before, they might even be having nightmares or bad dreams, right? For the nine, where they're having to run away, or they're having a lot of anxiety dreams. You might even be having dreams about these people. Yeah. This is just Spirit's way of telling you, is like, these people are getting their karma. These people are learning their lessons. These people are getting that kind of justice. They are getting told about themselves. They are getting put in situations where they can see, wow, the actions that I took against that person really aren't right. Yeah. And they're also yeah, there also is a situation here where somebody could be in a relationship, and a relationship could end, or somebody could walk away, or if they walked away from you and made you feel abandoned in some kind of situation. There are people in their life that are making them feel abandoned. um there are people in their life, excuse me, that's giving that's giving them headaches, that's coming at them, that's attacking them, that's seeing them as competition, that's going out of their way. It's like, damn, did you have to go out of your way to say that or to do that? Like, it feels like, yeah, it feels like in their life with this Five of Swords, it feels like people are going out of their way to hurt them, or out of their way to do them wrong. And it's like, really? Like, really? Maybe that person did things like that. Maybe not just for you, but for other people in the past. This person might have done that to other people as well. It's like, this person could have been a very petty person and gone out of their way to be petty, or to say things, that they knew would hurt somebody, or that they knew, it's like, oh, well, I know that me doing this really gets on their nerves, so it's exactly what I'm going to do because I just want to piss them off, or because I'm just mad. um and I definitely feel like in love, specifically in love, that keeps coming out with this Page of Swords. This person is getting some kind of message. They're discovering some kind of text message, or discovering some kind of something where they're getting very betrayed by somebody that they love very deeply. This could be a friend, excuse me, or a partner, or a family member. They're getting betrayed, like backstabbed very deeply. Um, they could either reach out to you and want to talk to you about it. But I'm feeling like in that situation, this person could be very mad. They could be very accusatory. They could be very like, how dare you speak about that? Or how dare you do this? Like, I know you're doing it, you witch, or something like that. Like, I know you're trying to curse me. I know you're doing this. It's your fault. And it's like, what? Don't come at me sideways with the bullshit. Like, you acted that way and now people are acting that way too. Sounds like you just getting what you put out, right? Like, sounds like you just getting a taste of your own medicine. Why did I just hear that? Hear that from Usher? Let it burn, gotta let it burn. Yeah, like, hey, bro, like, you burned yourself. That's your business. As I say that, the devil card that's lighting this man's tail on fire. Let it burn. Like, I don't. Okay. Also, I'm getting a message. I'm trying to find like a proper way to say this. If you were with a person in the past and they cheated on you, or whatever the situation was, and they gave you some kind of infection between your legs. Okay, I'll say it that way. Infection between your legs. This person has had that same thing happen to them. So if they were going around spreading diseases or doing stuff like that and not caring about who they were hurting, they're feeling the other side of that. They're feeling the other side of that. Oh gosh. That could possibly be why you get a phone call like, hey, I tested positive. You might want to go get tested. I'm not sure exactly when it was that I got it. Like, and I feel like you're okay. So I'm not trying to scare anybody. I feel like even if you go, like, I feel like it happened after the two of you were no longer involved. But that could be, this person could be reaching out to you and saying like, hey, you might, you might want to go get tested just to make sure. Like, it's part of my legal responsibility to let you know. Right? That could be why this person might be coming back towards you for some of you very quickly. Um, Justice. I told you the justice card was going to come out. Like I said, legally obligated. They might be legally obligated to come forward and let you know, like, hey, sorry, like, I gotta let you know. Yeah, the sun. This is being revealed to this person. Holy crap. Yeah, I feel like this person is having like a huge like revelation moment in their life where they're like, oh, this happened and that happened and this happened and that happened and this happened and that happened. For some of them, that might even be coming back trying to apologize to you, thinking that that's going to stop the karma, or thinking, like, please, I'm so sorry, just stop casting spells on me, or stop, making bad luck happen in my life. Like, please, like, they could come forward towards you with stuff like that. Like, I can't take it anymore. Um, what's happening? I know that you know about this stuff. Tower, exactly. Tower moment. What's happening? I know you know about this stuff. Like, why is this happening to me? Yeah, they could have a major look. Look, there is that freaking Queen of Pentacles again. They could have a major and the Chariot card. Okay, this is clearly a story right here. What is this? This could be concerning like a mother, or like I said, this Queen of Pentacles keeps coming out. This Queen of Pentacles and the Chariot keeps coming out together. And it was coming out earlier with the Page of Swords. For some of them, they could have a family member or something reach out, especially if also the family member knows that you're like into occult stuff or something like that. They could reach that. You could have a family member of theirs reach out and be like, please leave my son or my daughter alone. Like, I know that you have something to do with this. It even specifically could have to like I said, with this child energy here, like my child, like, and with the Empress energy here, there could be some energy going on here with their mother as well. Because when I keep hearing mother when this Queen of Pentacles person, okay, keep hearing mother. Yeah, and then the Queen of Pentacles is on the back of this deck too. What's going on with this Queen of Pentacles? Golly, yeah, Queen of Cups. It could also be somebody that they're in a relationship with now. Or like I said, with this Ten of Cups, it could easily be like family. I don't really want to say that. Again, there's that three of Wands. Okay, for some of y'all, you have a very hateful person from your past, or a hateful person that's connected to somebody from your past or something like that. And this person could have been doing some really serious evil eye work on you, okay? Even to the point where they might have been wishing for you to like pass over, or they might have been wishing for your friends or your family members to pass over. That's going to come back on this person really hard, okay? That's going to come back on this person really hard. They are, yeah, somebody that they love. They're going to lose somebody that they love. I don't like to say things like that, but I just kept hearing it over and over and over again. Like, even possibly like their mother figure or something like that could pass over. The Hermit. Yeah, and this loss is gonna make this person like really go inside and really think about themselves. The King of Pentacles here. It could be somebody that they're married to. It could be a wife or a mother to their child or something like that. Oh damn, I don't know. I I feel hesitant to say things like that, especially about that kind of stuff. But some people out here really do be wishing like for really bad things to happen to other people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard like the river Styx. Yeah. But I really feel, or it could really not have anything to do with the relationship between. It could not really have to do with anything. I definitely feel like it's gonna be like this big shock to this person, and it's really gonna make this person be like I should have took better care of people who were there for me, who loved me, who were present in my life, and it's kind of like when you have a loss of somebody, you know, and it gives you that kind of existential crisis where it's like, oh my gosh, I really need to be there for other people, or I need to step up and tell people that I love them before I lose them. It's that kind of energy where it might not, that was very specific for maybe like two or three of you, that there was a person, a karmic person, or um, if some of you felt like there was like a witch doing like some kind of like voodoo or something on you or something like that, that person is gonna lose somebody really close to them, like because they were wishing that on you. But that's something completely different. But that just did come up. But on the other side of that, I feel like a person from your past is gonna lose somebody very close to them, and it's gonna very much so be like a, I need to get it together. I need to get my life together. Like I need to do better by people. I need to do better, because it's kind of giving me an energy of they might have had an argument with this person, or they might have been very rude or very mean, or just not been very supportive or kind or loving to that person. And maybe they just, you know, they just didn't spend their proper amount of time with a parent or something like that, and then suddenly they lose them or they get sick, or like I said, like they might um, pass in some kind of like travel accident, especially around this chariot. I'm getting big like car accident vibes or something like that. And like I said, again, I'm not wishing that on anyone. And I'm very, very sorry to this person for their loss, because no matter how much of a, you know, of a jerk or a selfish person that you are, it's really hard to lose somebody who's close to you, especially like a parent or a sister or something like that, you know. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But, you know, passing over is a natural part of life. And I feel like, you know, this person passing over doesn't have anything to do with you. You know, it's just, it was this person's time. But I feel like it's going to give this person a sense of like, we don't, like, you know, nobody ever knows how much time that you have left. Nobody ever knows, you know, when is our time to go. So I need to start being honest, and I need to start living my life right. And I need to start, you know, I need to stop with all of the games that I play, and I need to stop manipulating and lying to people, and I need to like get it together and actually treat people who love me and care about me and are there for me. I need to treat them in a proper way. And I really feel like the combination between all of this lining up all at the same time is what I feel like has this person feeling this Ten of Swords energy, right? Um, and I feel like, yeah, because I feel like this person is losing a lot of friends and family. Like, one, I feel like people are finally are like, I'm done with your shit. Like, I feel like there are friends or family in this people's life that are like walking away from them, and I also feel like they're gonna lose. At the same time, they're also gonna lose somebody very close to them, um, and excuse me, and it is really gonna inspire this person to walk away from this lifestyle that they have been living for a really long time. And in the end, it is going to help them have some kind of, with this Nine of Cups here, help them have some kind of wish fulfillment or understanding. Um, yeah. And honestly, I think the whole, like, you're kind of just, I'm not trying to like over emphasize your role in this or anything like that. I'm not trying to under emphasize either, but I definitely feel like it's a situation where spirits just kind of like, you were another person that this person did dirty, that they're getting karma for doing dirty or lying on or whatever it was, is coming back on this person, and it was part of a soul contract that you guys had. And that's a really big reason why this person is feeling this Ten of Swords energy right here, so that this sun moment can come out for them. So this revelation of like, oh, for some of them, they're really realizing that they actually are very much so very deeply in love with you, and they're like, why did I push that person away? Why did I treat them like such crap? They're my Ten of Pentacles, or not Ten of Pentacles, they're my Ten of Cups. They were the family that I could have had, that I always wanted, or that kind of energy, right? And now they're understanding that for some of them, they're understanding that this 10 swords is swords they put in their own back, right? It's like, I really self-sabotage myself out of having having a good relationship, or having a good friendship, or having a good person that was actually there for me, loving me, supporting me. And they're really understanding that at this moment. And like I said, eventually this person might reach out. I really want to kind of ask, yeah. All these tower moments in this person's life are 100% karmic lessons that they are being asked to learn, right? All this wounding that they're enduring right now, and so that they can know better. They can know to do better. Once you learn to do better, you can, you should. Is this person going to reach out and, reach out or talk, or reach out and apologize? Apology is pending for some of you, is what I heard. An apology for some of you, you might just hear about this person, or you might hear from this person. For some of them, they might just reach out to you and be like, man, I've been having a really rough time, this has been happening and that's been happening. They're definitely trying to manifest an opportunity or a moment between the two of you. I feel like this person could really reach out to you in a moment where they feel very abandoned, or where they feel very alone, where they feel very left out in the cold. This person could lose the place where they stay, or could get kicked out of a home, especially, um, for some of them, I feel like they're going to feel very, very alone. And they're going to remember that last time they felt this alone, that you were there for them, and that you supported them, and that you were a loving person to them. I feel like this person is definitely going to have to do a lot of work on themselves first, before they get to a place where they feel like they can act, where they'll be at a place where they feel like they should reach out. I just heard 12-step for some of them. They could go into some kind of 12-step program, and they have the step, I don't know what step it is, but where it's like you reach out to people that you did dirty in the past and you apologize to them. That could come back around at some point in the future. I definitely feel like this person definitely does have more work to put on themselves. And I definitely feel like this person and I hate to say this, but it's this Five of Pentacles is giving me this moment where it's like this person's going to hit rock bottom. Like, they're going to hit rock bottom first. They could come towards you after like a divorce, or after a separation. Or they could come towards you after like a really like a tragic event, like I said, like a passing event. And it could really, I don't know, there's something about this person. Yeah, like I said, they're still indecisive about whether or not they should come towards you, or whether or not they even want to. And for some of them, they kind of want to, but they're confused about how they should come forward. It's like, what would I even say? I feel like from a lot of them, they're going to have to spend some time healing, and they're going to have to spend, yeah, it's going to be time. It's going to be some time. So I wouldn't wait around for this person's apology to come. Like, I feel like, yeah, it's like I said, it's going to happen after this person goes through a really major look. Look, Spirit. So after this person goes through a really major tower moment in their life, it's going to be this huge, like, boom. For some of them, if it's the X energy, it could be you, like, moving on, getting married, having a family, or something like that. That could be the catalyst for them coming forward and finally being like, I should have treated you better, or I should have been there for you more. For some of them, like I said, it's just personal things that are going to be happening in their life. It could be them losing that family member, losing a job, or like a bunch of smaller tower moments all together, where they're just like, I really need to get my act together, and part of what I need to do is reaching out and apologizing for this person, apologizing to this person. And I feel like it'll be not just you, but I'm telling you, if this is an ex, at some point in the future, you are definitely, like, after this tower moment happens with this person, you are going to hear from this person, and they're going to tell you, I should have married you. I should have been there for you, because they're going to go in and reflect on it. And now they're just trapped at a distance from you, feeling this ten of swords, like, damn, I put these swords in my back. I should have came forward, because Queen of Wands, because you were my Queen of Wands, right? You were this brilliant, beautiful, yada yada yada, attractive person in my life. I should have came towards you, and I should have treated you right. I should have married you. I should have put a ring on it. I should have treated you the way you deserve to be treated. I should have been a better friend, or a better partner, or a better husband, or a better wife, or a better mother, or a better father, or something like that. But I definitely feel like it's gonna be once, if it is like a lover situation, I'm feeling really strongly like you're gonna already be married or be in a relationship with somebody else, and they're gonna see you being so, like, loving and happy and healthy and stuff in the other relationship, and they're gonna really want to come towards you, and really confess to you, like, I stuck these. I really messed this up. I could have had a really beautiful future. I feel like we could have had a beautiful family or future together. They could even come towards you and say, "Oh my gosh, you're getting married. I'm ready. I'm ready to be with you now." I definitely feel like you're gonna turn this person down, but I definitely feel like it'll be a kind of, or it could be, it could even be like a blast from the past kind of thing, where you like run into this person like in the grocery store, or you run into them like in the airport or something like that, and they're like, wow, like, I haven't seen you in like 10 years. Like, how have you been? Like, I'm great. Like, I'm married. I have kids. Like, we're really happy. We're really healthy. It's really awesome. And this person, you could just have that kind of like eventual, like, cathartic moment with this person, where eventually this person is like, I never should have done you dirty. I never should have did the stuff that I did to you. I never should have acted the way that I did. And I'm really sorry that I wasn't the person that you deserve to be with, or the person that I should have been. I did you really dirty, and I'm really sorry, And you're like, okay, wow, well, thanks for apologizing. Like, yeah, this person could even try to hit on you, or they could be like, you want to go get a drink? You're like, nah, calm down. Okay, calm down. No, I'm going to go home to my husband. That kind of energy, where it's like, nah, I'm good, but yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm going to avoid that. No, thank you. But I'm really happy where I am, but I think eventually, but I don't think, and it's going to seem very like serendipitous. Like, it's going to seem very like, you're just, like I said, I feel like you're like just spontaneously out of nowhere. And that's for some of y'all. For others of you, this person is going to be very hung up for a while until they see things from a different perspective, and they're going to fight. They're going to fight. I really feel like this person for a while is going to fight seeing things from your perspective, or seeing things from the other side, because they feel so hurt, because they feel so abandoned, because you're triggering their like abandonment wounds, or whatever it is that's causing them to act this way, And yeah. Yeah, I think mostly Spirit is still saying it's still up in the air, and it really depends. It really depends on, yeah, it really depends on the level of this person's toxicity and how much of it that they'll face. And that has nothing to do with you, right? And at the moment, no, this person is not coming forward. This person is not forgiving, no. But there is a path moving forward where this person could, kind of grow up and work on themselves and really make this decision. But it's going to be decision pending until like this really major tower moment happens in this person's life. And that's really going to give them like the shock of their life, like this really big shock. Like, yeah. So I just heard My Best Friend's Wedding. Oh, that movie, people love that movie, but which I had never seen that movie until recently. And I watched it and I was like, this is toxic. This is toxic as hell. Like, what do you mean? You had this guy that you were in love with for all these freaking years, and you waited until, or it's like, when you reached out to him and he's like, well, I'm getting married. And it's like, okay, let it go. Don't go over there and try to, with the purpose to ruin his wedding. Like, he's happy with somebody else. Like, let him go. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Don't try to come in being like, oh, I'm just a friend, while you're trying to come in and steal away, that person, from their person that they're really in love with. I'm telling you. For some of y'all, that could be the kind of story that kind of happens here. You could have a friend or something, like on your wedding day or something like that, come up to you and be like, I've always been in love with you. And you're like, what? Like, why would you wait? Why would you wait until now? Why'd you hold back all the way until now? Are you crazy? I'm getting married. Don't try to fuck this up for me. I will kick you the fuck out of my service if I have to. Like, don't play with me. I was single for so long. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Are you joking? No. Rude. Rude. That shit's not romantic. That shit's not sex. No. Rude. That shit's childish. Childish, monkey spirit. No. Don't stand up. Don't show up after I'm already married, or don't show up after, at my wedding being like, oh, this is my last chance to tell you. No, shut up. You had years. You had so many chances to tell me how you felt about it before I was in a relationship, before we got together, before we were married, any day besides this last day. So it is very selfish in this way. This person is a very selfish person. Yeah. I definitely feel like that's a big energy of why you walked away from this person, or why it's just not going to work between you and this person, or why, it just wasn't really destined to work, because this person still has a lot to work to do on themselves, to see things from another person's perspective, to see things from outside of themselves, to really actually take a good look at themselves and to see how their actions really affect people. But I think that once this person does have this moment, they are 100% going to come towards you, and they really don't want to let it go. And they are going to talk to you and going to confess to you about how much they love you and how heartbroken they are and how much they've changed, and confess their truth to you, because they're just like, I just have to confess my truth to you about how I've really felt about you this whole time. Like, okay. Yeah, this whole time I wanted to be in a relationship. This whole time I stayed single. The whole time you were single, I wanted to be with you in a relationship. And now you're in a relationship, and now I'm single. And I don't know, it's just kind of justice in the situation. Like, it's just kind of justice. Yeah. I'd be careful. I'd be careful if I was you about having this person around my happiness, or around, yeah. It's a brand new cycle is starting here for you. Also, I feel like this person feels left behind. Yeah, this person feels left behind, and they're like, damn, I want to be with you, or I want to be in your inner circle, or I still want to be friends with you. Like, I wish I was there with you, experiencing, your family and your life and your happiness that you're experiencing. Or, like I said, I wish I was there being with you instead of that other person that you're with. That kind of energy. But I think that's mostly where this person is. They're not there now. But I think it's kind of almost like this energy of FOMO. Like, this person is like, I can't believe I missed out. Like, what a good partner this person would have been, or what a good inspiration this person would have been. Like, or damn, I should have just said that I believed in that person, and then I would be there, enjoying the fruits of their labor kind of energy. Still kind of selfish. And I'm still getting like a kind of selfish vibe off this person, for real. Even with them doing the work and then doing some work on themselves, I still feel they kind of have this energy of a lack of putting themselves in other people's positions, seeing things from other people's perspective. And I feel like that's the big lesson that Spirit is trying to teach them, especially with their friends or their friends groups. Or again, the three of Cups can also be a wedding, a celebration. This person better not try to end your wedding. The Death card. This person better not try to show up on your wedding day being like, I love you. I've always loved you. Trying telling you that my best friend's wedding just keeps popping up in my mind. That shit's dramatic as hell. You know how quick I 6 of Cups. I'm telling you. This person does want a reunion with you eventually. They do want to come back together with you eventually, because that 6 of Cups in the world, it's going to be when you're starting a new cycle and you're moving on, you're with somebody else and you're happy, and this person's going to be like, I wish I was happy with you. I wish I was there with you. I wish I was there enjoying your abundance and your happiness and your yada, 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 all that. I wish I had taken you seriously. This person might even do something dramatic, like leave a relationship or something to go be with you. Like, this person might, like, just jump up and then show up one day and be like, I finally divorced my wife, or I finally did that. We should be together. Tower. And you're going to be like, are you insane? I just feel like you're going to be like, are you crazy? Oh, no. Like, okay, whatever. If you were unhappy with your spouse or you left your partnership, that's on you. That has nothing to do with me. But, like, what? Yeah. And then I think they're gonna have another tower when you turn them down. When you're like, no, I don't want to be with you. I don't know. Maybe some of you do. I don't know. 4 of Wands. This could be. For some of y'all, okay, I'm just gonna say it. For some of y'all, this could be like a twin flame situation here, okay, where this person, you know, refused to see things from your perspective, so you were asked to walk away, you know, triggered your abandonment, which triggered them and you both working on yourselves, that kind of issue, you know. And then you might have decided, you know what, I'm just going to go be with a high-level soulmate or with somebody else who's going to treat me right. And then all of a sudden, this person's like, no, I just can't stand to see you be with somebody else, or I just can't, like, no. The tower moment, you know, for this person of, yeah, then they might try to sneak back into the situation and be like, I just heard an arranged meeting. This person might, like, arrange a spontaneously seeming meeting, or they could find out where you're going to be somewhere and, like, be there too and be like, oh, we just happened to run into each other. How spontaneous. The universe must have put us together. And you're like, I don't know about that, Justice. I don't know about that. Use your intuition. Know what you need to do. I mean, for some of y'all might be single, or you might not, you know, you might be like, okay, I'll unblock you, or okay, I'll look at this from a different perspective. I don't know. The timeline's going to be different for all of you. Okay. The timeline, the situation, everything, Emperor. Now this person wants to suddenly step up and be an Emperor. Now suddenly they're like, wait, I want to be an Emperor. You're the Empress. I should have seen it this whole time. I'm your Emperor. Let's be together. You're my Queen of Cups. You're my Empress. 2 of Cups. Let's be together, like I said. That's crazy. That's crazy. You should dump your other person and be with me, because our love is deeper and our love is something special, and I'm your Emperor. Yeah, this person will just keep talking if I just keep going. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off. But yeah, so just be aware of that. We all know it can happen, you know, once you decide to move on and, you know, you're truly letting go and moving on. That's when the truth is going to hit this person. That's when they're going to be like, oh my God, they were my one and only. They're the person. Oh my God, I see that they're getting married to somebody else. And it's triggering all of this, like, no, I should have been there for them. I should have been that person. That should be me standing beside that person. I should be with them. No, that's not right. Like, why am I here stuck at a distance, watching them celebrate, watching them get married, watching them, you know, have their whole life? Why am I stuck at a distance from them now? What have I done? Yeah. What have I done? Why did I refuse to see this from their perspective? Why did I refuse to see this a different way? This could also be this person refusing to see, like, the two of you are just, like, over or not. Yeah, they're like, why am I single? Why are you moving on and prosperous and being lovely and independent and yada, yada, yada. Page of Cups. This person is still kind of a Page of Cups kind of energy where they're kind of still emotionally developing a little bit. Or again, the Page of Cups can also be a person that comes forward with an immature offer or with a love offer that is still kind of like you haven't really worked on, or you haven't, you know, a Page of Cups can also be an apology. Page of Cups can also be an apology card. Yeah. Because why? I finally learned my lessons, and I realized that I finally learned my lessons. I finally broke out of my I was just about to say, I was just about to say with the Page of Cups, especially if it comes out with the Hierophant, and look, the Hierophant. I thought that was the page. It's the Knight of Cups. I thought they were right together. I was like, oh my god, they're together back to back. But it's the Knight of Cups in this deck as well. Yeah. So I definitely feel like this person just stayed indecisive, stayed keeping you on the back burner until they suddenly were like, oh my god, wait, you're with somebody else? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's be together. I'm ready to commit to you now. That's crazy. Anyway, like I said, then this person might come forward and be like, I realize who you are. I recognize who you are. I never should have. I've gone through my karmic lessons. We can be together now. That kind of energy. All right. Yeah. And then they'll come forward with the sword of truth, with their sword of truth. Yeah. I just can't stand to see you be with somebody else. I can't stand to be in competition with anybody else. Can't stand for anybody else to hold your heart or whatever it is. Yeah. They see you as their victory. Yada yada yada. All right. Well, that's what I have for you guys. Okay. Interesting. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here with me today. If you like the content, give it a like. If this resonated for you, let me know down in the comment section down below. Okay. Thank you very much for being here as always. Thank you to everybody who likes, who subscribes, who's just here watching, who comments, who donates to the channel, who purchases my decks, which are available for sale down below in the description box down below. Thank you to everyone that is here, and I really appreciate you guys. Oh, also thank you for all the well wishes. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay. Bye.